What's up, everybody? I want to talk about the quickest way to get your first 5,000 followers. There's a lot of people in our groups and who we have communication with, and they're really struggling. And I want to talk about one of the best methods for beginners for early on. This only really works when you're first starting out, and I'll tell you why here in a moment. But a lot of other experts on YouTube only teach paid methods, or they teach methods that like kind of work, but what you don't see behind the scenes is them leveraging their larger accounts. So like it sounds really good, but it's only going to work for people who are well established in the digital world, if you get what I'm saying. And there's only like a few other people that actually talk about this strategy, and you probably know about the strategy. You've probably used it, but have you used it effectively? That's the important thing, okay? Is to follow for follow. And I know you're probably rolling your eyes at me like, really? That's your big secret? That's how you wouldn't gain your first 5,000 followers? Yes, if you do this effectively, you can gain 5,000 followers within like 5 to 7 weeks. And you're probably thinking, wow, that's 5 to 7 weeks. That's kind of takes some time. Like I see all these other YouTubers saying how I can gain 10,000 followers within 5 days, or I can gain $30,000 within 7 days. Well, I want to be real with you guys. If you're not leveraging another account or leveraging your wallet, you're not going to grow that fast. You have to get your hands dirty. You have to put your work in. And this is one of the best methods, best organic, free methods for people to use. And I want to explain a little bit how to effectively use it. Whether you're a multi-level marketer, whether you're in a network marketer, you have your own products, your own business, you want to be a paid influencer, whatever you're doing, this technique is going to be it's gonna produce some really good results for you. Us as humans, our human nature is the follow for follow principle. No matter what platform, what you're trying to do. Like think about early on musicians. They band together and they all follow and like each other's content. Anybody that tries to do anything in this world, the ones who are successful are who gather with other like-minded people trying to do the same things as them, and they engage with each other and support each other, and it's called the rising tide. And I talk about that a lot, but it's the same thing with the follow for follow, okay? You're following accounts who are trying to do the same thing as you, or are interested in the same things as you, I guess. They want to be, they got to be within your niche. If they're not going to want to see your content, they're not going to want to follow you. So they have to be within your niche. Another thing you want to look out for is if they have a close 1-to-1 ratio. If they have a close ratio, they're more likely to follow you back. So when it actually comes to it, if you just follow them, they're only like a 15 to 25% chance to follow you back. They only see one notification. It gets lost really easily. Plus, you didn't interact with them and you didn't engage with them, so they're just going to chalk it up as an extra follower for themselves. Now, you can increase that slightly by following and liking their pictures. So if you follow and you like 3 to 6 pictures, let's say 3 to 6 photos, now you've popped up on their notifications, 4 to 7 times from the follow and the likes. So this gets you about a 25 to 50% chance. Now remember, if you're not producing good content, this doesn't matter. They're not going to follow you back. If your content isn't appealing to the eyes, aesthetically appealing, you have to have a preset. You have to create good, engaging content. Ask questions. I have a video about creating content. I'll put it up here. Follow that. It's key marketing principles. It's going to help you out with creating your content. You need to be creating good content, or else this strategy means nothing, because they're not going to want to follow you. So the next thing, and I know you're probably already filling it in your head, is to follow, like, and comment. This gets you between a 50 and 80% chance to get followed back. That's a pretty high chance. You follow, say, 1,000 people a week, you'll get about 800 back if you're on the high end of that. If you have good content, and it depends on your comments, okay? Because if you just leave a comment like, "Hey, this is a beautiful picture," or "Oh, that looks fun," or something very basic, that's going to mean nothing. It's not going to help you. What you got to do is think this through, this comment part. Don't spend too much time on it, because you're going to be wanting to do this to a lot of accounts. Try to do it to try to get that 1,000 a week. And obviously, this is the first 5,000 followers because you can only leverage this method for so long before you end up following too many people. And at the same time, you got to be dumping the people who don't follow you back. You got to be getting rid of the people who go inactive or go dormant. You don't want to follow them anymore if their account is inactive. You want to unfollow in an ethical way. Don't unfollow your core followers, because what you're doing, if you're utilizing this strategy effectively and you're following and liking and commenting, you're engaging with people who are going to be core followers. Those are going to be the people buying your products. Those are going to be the people supporting you. Those are going to be your fans, okay? So it's very important, no matter what type of business you're trying to do, or a paid influencer, or whatever you're trying to do on Instagram, your core following is very important. And this is the follow for follow method, and where you reach out and you engage is a very good way to build up that core following, okay? I hope you guys take this to heart, because this is some real good information. Not a lot of people talk about this. They talk about all these other paid methods, and yeah, I already talked about it at the beginning. Anyways, when you comment, leave a genuine comment. Try to provide value, because value builds influence. And you're gonna see me talk about this and say this in like all of my videos, but it's that important. You have to understand that value builds influence, and ultimately your influence, the influence you have over your following, is going to reflect whatever you're trying to do, your business, however many customers you're trying to bring in, or however many people you're trying to influence. If you're doing paid influencing, depends on what you're trying to do, but value builds influence. So in these comments, if you're engaging with accounts like yours, you want to provide value where you can. You don't have to be an expert to provide value. You can provide value by compliments. You can provide value by light humor, putting a smile on somebody's face. You can provide value by leaving tips and advice. Just engage, ask questions. When you actually ask questions and you create a conversation, that's such, you now have like a connection with that person. It's not just an interaction from following and liking. That's an interaction. But when you comment and you actually have a conversation, that takes it to the next step. And then you can even, if the conversation is good enough, or you guys are talking about something really, really good, and you want to take it off the comment section and take it to the DMs, that's one step further, because that's an even closer relation that you created with a core follower, and that's very important. It's all about building up your core following. If you're just getting a ton of followers, they don't matter to you unless they're core followers, okay? You want those core followers, or those fans, I guess you want to call them. And this is by far one of the best ways to do that early on. As you get bigger, there will be an accumulative effect. There will be a little bit of a popularity, and more people will start following you. There will be other strategies that you can start rolling out and implementing them. But this is going to help you get your first 5,000 followers, okay? And again, I'm making this video because there's a lot of people I see in Facebook groups and Instagram groups who have like 500 to 2,000 followers, and they're struggling to grow. If you're struggling to grow, you need to be doing this right here. This is going to help you get your first 5,000 fairly quickly. I can't promise you results like some of those big time YouTubers promise, but I know from personal experience that this will work early on, and you can scale up pretty quickly doing this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you found some value in this video. Really think about this. I know it sounds so simple, follow for follow. It sounds too good to be true, but if you want this to pay out like a business, you have to treat it like a business. Like they said with paid influencing alone, if you have from the time you get 10,000 followers, within the next 12 months you can make over 20 grand from paid influencing. That's a real statistic. That's a real income stream. But if you don't put in your work, if you just get on Instagram a half hour to an hour a day, I'm telling you right now, that's not enough. You have to treat it like a business, and you have to put your time in. Don't watch Netflix every night. Instead, get on and open up an income stream. It'll be so much worth it later on in your life when you have an income stream set up through a social media or just online, period. You know, being able to make money while you sleep, all that good stuff. Financial freedom eventually if you really work hard at it. And Instagram is one of the best platforms to be growing on. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you want to learn more, if you want to take it to the next level, my wife and I have a growth trail course, okay? And in chapter 1, it's all about growth strategies and influence building strategies, and laying the foundation, setting yourself up for success to further monetize your passions and your hobbies. Now, we did initially create the course just for paid influencers because that's what my wife does, but the first chapter applies to anybody that's trying to grow on Instagram. The second chapter is all about paid influencing, how to gauge your value, legalities, contracts, direct outreach, influencer networks, how to keep a steady flow of collaborations, how to treat it like a business, planning ahead, a bunch of stuff like that. And then in chapter 3, we talk about further monetization and opening up multiple streams of income like affiliate marketing. In that chapter 3 is where it's an evergreen evolving course, and chapter 3 is where I'm focusing on next of how to help people take it to the next level with their passions and their hobbies. In an evergreen evolving course, I say that because I'm continually adding new content to that video. Me and my wife are also active members. I know I keep looking over there. It's because she's sitting right over there in the chair, and I'm like talking to her as I'm doing this. But anyways, we're active mentors. Like all the people that come in our course, we help support them. We check in on them. We want our members to be successful. We want other families to experience what we've experienced. Instagram has been a blessing on our lives. We've been able to get anything and everything we needed for our third child, our son, through influencer marketing. It's been an amazing thing for us, and it just keeps scaling up, and I want it to be a blessing on other families too, okay? So go ahead and check the link out if you're interested below, and I want you guys, if you found some value in this, subscribe, because I will be creating more videos. So I will see you guys in the next one.